Hey everyone, Deacon75 here, and we're back in Witchery in Barovia, and I did a bit of stuff off camera, so I will show you what I did. I moved the cauldron, because we're going to need to do that. So I moved the garden, and I took some of the glintweed, I took the ember moss and the Spanish moss, and I moved it over here by the altar. So, as you can see, oh, and I did this. I forgot to get rid of this. I had recorded and then something happened, so I'm just redoing the recording. But anyways, ignore that. You don't see it. So we have about 3,000 power now. So the glintweed around, cauldron is here, ember moss, Spanish moss. Also, I just put saplings here. I don't want them to grow because I want them to just stay saplings for space saving. You don't really need all the trees to grow. You need some leaves around because it'll pull from that. But then you just need saplings. Up to about 5, I think, a piece would, and then after that it doesn't give much more power. Okay, so, and then we have a full garden. Not quite sure the magic crops add anything to the power, but I just brought them out here. Anyways, flowers, I'll have to go searching for more flowers and more stuff. So, anyways, that's what I did off camera, along with some dev work on the dev server. As you can see, the difficulty is still at easy. I did not want to stay on here long, so I decided to use my dev instance to do my dev work, which kind of makes sense, right? Anyways, let's get to the quest books. This, unfortunately, we're just going to repeat, even though I know I done the distillery, but I need to go and give the chalk back to the priest. And there we go. Okay. So, this looks good and glows with magic. Now it is time to make the golden chalk using a cauldron. It probably needs power from the altar as well, which is why it is there. Now, I'm going to give you this witch's brew. Most of this we're not going to get into right away in the pack, but if you look at, oh yeah, that was it, crafting golden chalk. When you put in the cauldron mandrake, it doesn't need any altar power. But here, a gold nugget needs altar power, and so does the ritual chalk when you put it in here. So you need at least 2,050 altar power in order to make this golden chalk. And of course, I'll deal with the soul sand and the nether wart and plant that later when we need it. So, do I have a thing? The altar. Alright, so but we've got 3,000 just by doing this little bit of work from what we already had. I'm not really going out and exploring anything at this point. So, let's go get the stuff we need to make the golden chalk, and I need to eat. Nom nom noms. Okay. And let's see, we need gold nuggets, and then I definitely need a mandrake, and I have the chalk. Excellent. So let's head back to the altar. And woo! I think we're going to need to fill the cauldron up. Yep. There, and watch it boil. And just need one chalk, which is to change one chalk into that. So there it is. Okay. So if you do not get the swirls and forget somehow that you don't have the altar power, or your altar power is low for some reason at that point, don't break the cauldron and start over. It will stay in suspension until you reach the altar power you need. So that's a helpful hint. Don't break it, just let it go. Alright, so now let's go and back to the church, turn in the gold chalk. This looks wonderful. Now on page 23 of the Circle Magic book, there is a simple ritual called Rite of Sanctity. Draw the circle exactly as illustrated near your altar. Then drop the items it requires in the circle. Then activate. Right-click the golden glyph in the middle. Supposedly this will keep all enemies out of the circle. Ooh, we got gold seeds. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to... Wait, I'm going to first look at page 23. I already have it there. We need a feather and a redstone, and monsters will not enter the circle, but they can still shoot in. It lasts indefinitely as long as it has 16 power per second, and all you need is a total of 500 to start this one. But of course, making the gold chalk, you need more than that, so you will be fine. Let's head back home. Let's get a feather and get some redstone. So 1 redstone, 1 feather, head to the altar, and I already drew, like I said, the circle there in the botched video. So what you would do is you would just take the chalk and you would just right click all these glyphs. It doesn't matter what symbol they are because it's just random anyways. So it's like 1, 2, 3 diagonal, 1, 2, 3 diagonal, 1, 2, 3 diagonal, 1, 2, 3 diagonal, and you are fine. And then the gold one needs to be smack centered in the middle. So this would probably be best to be done at night to at least test that out. Alright, I'm going to plant my gold seeds. And now I think I changed the config to give seeds, but I'm not sure what the ratio is. Yep, there we go. So we got 1. So it's a low chance, but there you go. Whoops. I accidentally broke that one. I don't know how many of the fire I'm really gonna need, or for instance the water one, so I might have to just rearrange my garden a little bit more, but I'm really not thinking that that's adding any power. Yeah, not all modded plants will add power, but I think Biome of Plenty and Natura will work. So if you have that in your pack when you're playing Witchery, you can add in those saplings and plants. And I'm going to have to pick up my redstone and my feather again. Ooh, I don't have a spot for fire. Okay. Thought I did. There we go. Alright. And it looks like it's getting dark. So let's start this ritual. Of course, you can't tell that it's getting dark by the sun. So we drop the items in. Oh, okay. Oh, I bet I know what I have. I've got that. I never turned off that, right? The magnet. Okay, turn it off. Alright, I never turned off the magnet. Okay. 1, 2, right click, and it pops, and then it's just gonna keep going, isn't it? I thought there would be like some sort of visual. I've never really done this one. Never really had a reason to in any pack, but I figured in this pack you might have a reason to. If you want to work here, like maybe bring in your distillery in the circle, your cauldron in the circle, and you don't want mobs, you know, bothering you. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. And I am no longer in peaceful, right? I am in peaceful. What in the world? Okay. I don't know what I do between episodes sometimes, but like I said, the dev one is definitely I'm going to continue working on the dev one with quest making and building because I don't want the difficulty to go up on this one. Come on, mobs. Come at me. I want to try this. Come on. I'm here. Fresh blood. Fresh blood. Oh, there's some that just popped up. Far away. Oh, there's another one. Should I try and bring it? Try to bring one to the circle and see? Oh, it's so dark. Where are you at? You're gonna pop out at me and creep me out like a creeper does. Come on, creeper. Come on, creeper. Alright. You can't come in, right? Can't come in, right? Please say you can't come in. Yeah! Look at that! What do you have to say about that? Take that, creeper. You can't come into the circle. Woo-hoo-hoo. Alright, so that worked, and it's still poofing red, so that means the ritual is still working. And it really, I don't think it's taking much power off. And we have that ×3, so basically I think it's taking and then adding back right away. This is nice. That would, you know, have a nice, provide you a nice workspace out here. Now there's a few of them. This is a dome, except you need obsidian, and it takes a little bit more power. But this is impenetrable, so even skeletons wouldn't even be able to shoot through it. So that's probably even a better one to do. Just get some obsidian and do that one. Just some suggestions. Alright, I'm going to run back home. Run away from the creeper and anything else that might be here. And then we're going to sleep. And then we're gonna go talk to the priest again and see what he has for us. Alright. I hear lots of sadness outside. Alright. So all those are complete. Say, return to the church on the hill to speak with Father Donovich again. Sounds good to me. We can just warp there, save some time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened there? Did something not... Alright, now we're set. There's so many little things you gotta do for these quests to get them to talk properly. But anyways, here we go. So, how did the ritual go? So you've got a few choices here. You can say it went really well, or I failed at first but had success the second try, or you completely failed, and then he'll give you some suggestions for that one. But I'm going to go it went really well, because it did. That is great news. I came across a ritual that allows you to store the circles in a talisman. This way you can move the circle anywhere you might need it. That sounds interesting. You need to make a talisman first. Then you will need redstone. Those two items go into the circle before you activate the golden glyph. Make sure your altar has 1,000 power. Good luck. Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's head back home and get a piece of well, let's make the talisman and get a piece of redstone. Alright, so talisman. Basic one. Expensive, but well worth it. So 1 diamond, 4 gold, and 4 nuggets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have the nuggets with me. Yep. Okay. So we'll make that. Excellent. And then I'm going to pick up the circle right now. I don't know how to stop that ritual. Maybe I just right click it again. Never really had to stop a ritual because, like I said, I've never really had one going constantly. Yay! That was a simple. I like when things are simple. Okay. So we throw the redstone and the empty talisman. We right click, poof, poof, and the circle disappears. But now it is in the talisman, and it's called a small ritual. Now you'll see that there are different ones for the different colors, small, medium, and large. So you can keep a bunch of these, since some of the rituals just really require the same setup. So it's nice to just have this. And then if you wanted to take it somewhere, then you can, away from the altar, you can do that if you want to perform a ritual somewhere else, which I will be having you do, of course, in this pack. Alright. So let's see, we completed that. We did that. We're going to return to the priest. Let's see if he accepts this with the MBT data in there. Yeah, excellent. Not just excellent from him, but excellent. You may just be the one to rid Barovia of the curse once and for all. I think it is time you seek out Madame Eva. Also, there are those who know more about circle magic residing in the town of Vallaki. I wish you well. And we get another talisman. Woohoo! Okay. So, we are done, actually, with Barovia, except for this and this. And now Vallaki is open, except I didn't put the coordinates there, so it just opened and completed. I'll have to fix that. But here's Madame Eva, and I think we are going to have to pick that up in the next episode. I know we're leaving the village of Barovia and we are headed to somewhere else. I'm not gonna show you my whole trip there. I'm just gonna start next episode in the Vistani camp. So, because I don't want to spoil too much along the way. But if you like this episode, hit the like button below. If you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button as well. The link to my Twitter is down below in the description. I really shouldn't be doing this in a church, should I? Jumping on the pews. For shame. The link to my Twitter is down below in the description. And if you want to play with friends on a Minecraft server, head over to Aim to Game. And use the coupon links down below so they know you're coming from the squad. And you also will get a great deal. And that is it for this adventure in Barovia. We are off to a new place next episode. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!